Hello YouTube, this is lincolnstrofer back on April 26th with my Gadget build. This is the build I will most likely be running at the May 2nd Erlanger, Kentucky Regional Tournament. Start off with 3 yellow gadgets, 3 red, and of course, as you guessed it, 3 green. My favorite thing about these guys, other than the fact that they rip advantage like it's their job, um, the biggest one is 1400, completely dodges bottomless trap hole. Next we've got 3 Machina gear frames. Anybody that hadn't dealt with this guy yet, he is an 1800 4-star beat stick. Whenever he's normal summoned, you pull a Machina monster that's not gear frame out of the deck and put it in your hand, so you get to pull out Machina Machina Fortress, which is this guy right here. I'm running 2 of. Machina Fortress is a 7-star beat stick, 2500 attack points, 1600 defense. Discard machines whose total level equal 8 out of the hand to special summon this guy from the hand or the graveyard. Neat little thing about his effect is that he can discard himself. Once he's on the field, he gets even more dangerous. If he's targeted with a monster effect, you get to look into the opponent's hand and discard a card of your choice. If he's destroyed in battle, you get to destroy a card on the opponent's side of the field. Next, we've got a tech of my own that I haven't seen many people try, which is 2 Decoichis. I needed 2 extra monsters. I need 1 draw power. Nothing like more advantage. You can never have too much advantage in this game at this point. So in a slow format, these guys are great. Next, we've got Machina Force, 11-star machine. He's simply used the discard to revive the fortress. And rounding out the pack in my monsters is Card Trooper, another beater that gets under bottomless trap hole. Mill top 3 cards of your deck. He gains 1500 attack points until the end phase, making him a 1900 beater. When he's destroyed, you also get to draw a card, which is always great in any deck that's built to take advantage back. Moving on to my spells, we've got 3 Smashing Grounds. These are one of those spells I will always run 3 in a format where I'm allowed to run 3. I love guaranteed destruction. I love 1-for-1 destruction. And these guys are just great for synchro control for anything, even forcing a Stardust play. Next, we've got 2 Solidarities. No Gores in this deck, as you saw, so having a continuous spell doesn't hurt me too bad. With only running machines, it makes these gadgets real big beaters. The only downside to this card is that in my main build, it does make them susceptible to bottomless trap hole. We've got 2 Fissures. It's another staple of the Gadget deck, I think. More guaranteed 1-for-1 destruction. And it just throws the pace off of a lot of decks, not to mention in a Gladiator match, it can hit some of those pivotal Gladiators like Murmelo and Bestiari that'll sometimes pesky sit on the field, and they've got those weird stats that make them hard to hit. Lightning Vortex, always have something to discard, great destruction. Heavy Storm, same thing, usually good destruction. The only thing I don't like about these 2 cards is that Starlight Road can hit them, but you know, you're talking 2 out of 40. I'm willing to bank those odds. Mystical Space Typhoon, staple of any competitive deck, and staple of any machine deck, limit removal. Doubles the attack of every machine on my side of the field. They're all destroyed, unfortunately, at the end of the turn, unless they were not affected by limiter removal. My last 2 spells are a recent addition. These are main decked because my worst matchup right now seems to be the Quick Draw Dandelion deck. And these just shut it down completely and tests against that and Blackwings, the 2-dimensional fissures. It's not hard to keep gadgets alive, even if they're getting killed, even if they're getting sent to the graveyard. I'm still pulling new ones every turn. With the 1-for-1 destruction, it adds up. They don't Dandy Warriors is losing resources every time they discard now for Drill Warrior. They're not getting to play off of that Dandelion every turn. Same with Blackwings. They're not getting to play off the Vayu tributes. They're not getting to bank on the fact that their Scirocco has been destroyed and is still a potent weapon. Moving on to my traps, we've got two staples of every deck now. Two bottomless trap holes. We've got two oppressions. In a deck that, even when I'm winning, is special summoning with a very minimal amount of need for it. Oppression can't hurt me. It's also great against Blackwings and Dandelion. Dimensional Prison, same thing. Great in a format where you don't want anything going to the graveyard. We've got Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, and Torrential Tribute. Again, all staples. Torrential and Mirror Force, again, two more that can be hit by Starlight Road, but I'm sorry, Starlight Road to me is not enough of an argument not to run traps of that caliber. Moving on to my extra deck, my side deck, we've got two Cyber Dragons for the mirror match. So I can summon Chimeratech Fortress Dragon if I need to. I don't care to main deck them because I don't care to let Blackwings and Flameveil and Dandelion summon Chimeratech Fortress Dragons on me. Two Consecrated Lights for Blackwings. And any other dark decks that I seem to have any issues with. Haven't had too much issue with dark rogue decks though. Three Hammer Shots, again, for the mirror match. It throws the pace off of a lot of decks. It's been great in testing. Third Fissure in the side deck. Mind Control. Mind Crush. This is mostly for Blackwings and mirror matches. And then pulling the rug for Monarchs and mirror matches. Now we will be moving to my actual extra deck. We've got, of course, the big guy, Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. Chimeratech Overdragon. This is, I keep them in there because I'm not at 15 quite yet, and sometimes I like to side Future Fusion and Overload, mostly at locals. Magical Android. Cadister. Goyo Guardian. Bryanak. Black Rose Dragon. Herbellum. Power Tool Dragon. Colossal Fighter. Stardust Dragon. And Mistworm. As everybody saw, obviously watching this video, I'm not running any tuners, but I am side decking Mind Control. You never know when you're going to be able to take somebody's tuner. There's no reason not to run a full extra deck at this point, or at least the essentials. Overall, I would have to say my favorite card in this deck would definitely be Machina Fortress, with how abusive he can be. He definitely wins games. So that's my build. If anybody has any input, I'm open to suggestion. But this deck will be tested for the first time. This deck will be tested for the first time at an upcoming free gaming event, but will be tested competitively at the regional tournament.